In this video, I'm going to be talking about how rich people steal. Now, this is not a discussion about how there's, theft, natural fact. I'm talking about the fact that there is a imaginary pot of money, let's say. And this is where all the money in all the world is. And let's say every single person takes their fair share out. Now, you see, the majority of people in this world do not have their fair share. They do not have their fair share by dramatic amounts. And you see, the thing is, once you cross over your 3 million, 2 million mark, at this point, you've taken your fair share and you're going over the mark. You're now taking more money than is your fair share. And you see, the thing is, ultimately, this is not you know, taking from people, but then you have had stuff taken from you. This is you now taking from the pot where there isn't any extra money. The only way to become a millionaire is to take from others. You need to steal in order to take it. And people say, "Well, that's just you're giving a good or you're giving a service, and in return you get money." No, because the thing is, you're getting more money than you would get if we all divided it up evenly. And once you reach that level, then you have to ask, well, why exactly are you not giving away enough money yourself? You know, how come you're not giving away money? Because surely you shouldn't be crossing over your fair share. You should be giving the money that would be that's over your fair share to other people so that they can also have their fair share. That kind of thing. Basically, the point is, when you look at rich people, the issue is when you have the system which is constructed, you have to ask yourself, well, why exactly do we have the system in which you can become a billionaire? Billionaires are thieves because they have to be thieves, because you cannot have a billion or even a million without taking from people. That's just a fact. It is a numbers game. There is no way to become that level of wealth without taking it from people. Now, of course, maybe you don't take it directly from people. Maybe you take it indirectly. Maybe you take it from the billionaires and millionaires. That is an option to have businesses where they deal with very, very, very wealthy people, and they never even come in contact with the people who don't have as much money. So yeah, in that case, sure, you didn't take it directly from people, but of course, where did that money come from originally? Originally, it came from other people. The point I'm making is ultimately, when you look at this, you do have to think, let's not focus on acquiring wealth of that level. Because if you do, what you're doing there is stealing. Everybody cannot become successful millionaires because that is impossible. There is not enough money to do that. Obviously, when I say that, I do mean in the kind of currency that I will be using. There are obviously some currencies where a million is far more or far less, so roughly speaking, I'm saying if you take like the euro for example, I'm going to use that currency because just to make it clear, because obviously you can become a millionaire on some currencies with just a few grand in like others. So anyway, the point basically that I'm making is that if you have a situation in which you have a rich person, um, if you got a lot of rich people, yeah, it's going to become a problem. This idea of wealth, it's a bad one because it doesn't really work without stealing from other people, because that's just how the numbers work. And we have all these people, have to think to yourself, well, how do you deal with this problem? Well, you remove the wealth, of course. So the issue really arrives, and this is just something that I just annoys me a lot when I see people, saying, "Oh, you can make a million." No, you shouldn't, though. You shouldn't make a million. You shouldn't make €1,000,000, okay? Because if you make €1,000,000, well, guess what? That's stealing. You've stolen from people. That's hard-earned money that's been stolen from people. And I understand. In this system, it's not necessarily someone's fault. They're not necessarily directly stealing just because the system is set up this way. There are some people in this world who just become successful and they just use the system that is there, you know? But ultimately, it's not necessarily, oh, you're rich, it's your fault. It's that you're rich because you use the current system, the system we have now. And only until we change that system, well, can we do anything? But anyway, thank you for watching. Yeah, so ultimately I'll just finish off by saying, while rich people do steal, and some of them do clearly know that they steal, some of them are just kind of, taking advantage of the system that's at hand. So what do? Change the system. Thank you for watching. Hopefully you'll come back next time. Please go ahead and subscribe.